I am not lying, guys. I literally had to stop the drinker recording and editing the video because I'm listening to EFAP. I'm like, they're getting so many things wrong with Star Wars. Now, they've kind of been notorious for being not real Star Wars experts, but Jesus, wow, they're just making so many mistakes. I was like, enough is enough. I'm going to have to just do a whole video correcting this stuff.
Well, and I think that we start to see problems because I was going to say, and if you do know, don't say what it is if you know, but does anyone here know Takodana? Where that is? What that is?
Ooh,
yeah.
God, that's a familiar...
it sounds familiar. I don't know what from.
Yeah. I actually think this is it. Okay, well, so go ahead, give a guess, Franks.
Is that the first planet on the Force Awakens where he kills where Kylo Ren kills the guy Max von Sydow?
That's on Octu.
Octu. Oh, then I don't know.
That's the totally not Tatooine planet.
I don't even know how. Like, that is so insane. Octu. Well, for last, because it does technically show up at the end of TFA, but basically it's the Last Jedi planet. That's the one with the notorious island that Luke's on. So Mauler thinks the planet that is supposedly, according to his own review, by the way, guys, it's all deserts. It's all desert. And I did a video on this specifically. First of all, I don't think he knows what a desert is. He's like, Ray don't know waters. Well, she would have to know waters or she'd be dead. Also, she's not indigenous to the planet. She was literally left on the planet, so she didn't grow up in Jaku, technically, from being a baby. It's like when she's a young kid. Yeah, so they're getting Jaku mixed up with Octu. Also, you know how I know that? Because Luke jokes about it. He asks Rey, where are you from? He says, oh, I'm from Jaku. And he's like, oh, okay, that's from nowhere. Yeah, so obviously she can't be from Octu because he wouldn't even have that kind of joke. So I'm like, holy cow. Like, and this is supposed to be the Star Wars expert man and the objectivities. And he has, 500,000 subscribers and doesn't know the basics of the stories he's allegedly objectively critiquing. Yeah.
Where Takodana is.
Oh, okay.
And see,
I remember it from Askanata, but not for the planet name.
That to me is indicative of it's become weaker in Star Wars, right? Like Disney, they've still got some stuff you can remember, but a lot of it is like, it's just a bit thick.
You didn't even remember Octu, so there you go. Yeah, it's really the Disney. I don't remember some planet. Well, Mars Canada planet. I don't really remember Dodge. Okay. Also, their whole discussion was incompetent because Maul was like, with the prequel, them distinctive planets. And Rags went into this big tangent about structures. And, there really aren't that many structures we see with Mustafar. But anyway, just incompetent illiteracy by the Star Wars experts.
I don't know why everybody's saying that you're wrong on that.
Jaku?
Oh, sorry. No, I am wrong. Because Octu is the one with Luke is Jaku.
That kind of proves the point.
Yeah, I mixed them up. That's my bad.
So, Mauler being stupid proves... See, that's the point, Mauler. The story was so bad, you forgot the planets, which proves your point. No, it doesn't. It doesn't even prove anything. Whether you like a story or don't like a story, whether you think it's good or bad, that should have no impact on any of that at all. In fact, given your objectivity, it can't have an effect. But now, magically, it does. What kind of mystical mumbo-jumbo are you babbling about? Well, my sequels are not good movies, so now I don't have to remember the planets. Why? How? In fact, that doesn't make any sense because you're... Oh my god, I suffered all those videos. He's complaining about the planets. So obviously you have to know what the planets are to complain about them. Did you not even know what the hell you're talking? I mean, he didn't. I mean, even Rise of Skywalker, he gets a lot wrong there too. So it's like, what exactly don't you like? It just seems you're just making stuff up. But it's like, hey, you got it all wrong, Mauler. That proves your point. Right. I also like Mauler simultaneously holds that the prequels are bad, guys. Remember? The prequels are bad. He said that several times. They're very bad movies. They're very bad. But Mustafar sticks out. So he literally has 3 different standards that if it's a bad movie, you're going to have a bad memory about planets. I can't remember my Jaku's. Octus, I don't care. Okay, but he thinks the prequels are bad movies. Oh, Mustafar, I remember Mustafar's. Yeah, I remember Mustafar's. But you're saying the prequels are bad movies. Why would you remember Mustafar? Oh, and also, yeah, I'll still remember this, still remember that, because, it's a good movies. Okay, and Platoon's jumping in with Yavin 4. I mean, you can say many things about Yavin 4, but it's not super distinct, unless you think the rebel pyramid structure is like, oh, they're in bricks, right? But to now, like, finish off with Star Wars Theory, the reason that was such a hilarious comment is that bricks are not rare. Yeah, we've seen bricks on Yavin 4. We saw bricks, right, in Attack of the Clones. We've seen bricks all over the place in Star Wars. It's not unique to one planet or one place. So there you go.
And then, sorry, Jaku is totally not Tatooine. And then
Jaku and Octu, they do kind of sound similar. Jaku, Octu.
Octu.
I mean, yeah, I get they got embarrassed, so they're gonna try to move on with the joke. But Octu does not sound like Jaku. Where are you getting that from? Yeah, I also love that. Yes, to give Mauler a lot of points. Correct. It had a very distinctive island. Even though his whole rant is, I don't even remember them planet on my last Jedi. Oh yeah, that's that one with the distinct islands. But you just said they're not picking distinct, that you just said. Anyway, this whole thing was degenerating into nonsense. And like, all built on trying to defend Drinker from being stupid. That's how this all started. It's like, because Drinker was like, oh, these planets look alike in Badlands. And no, they don't look all alike. You just weren't paying attention. Just like with this, they're not paying attention. Was it Jaku and Mustafar? Oh, by the way, if you think I'm being super mean, no. Before Mauler was insanely stupid, Rags didn't remember a planet from Attack of the Clones. So this is just a clown fest all around. They're just, and by the way, Frankie even was like, oh, they're saying you're wrong, but you're not. So yeah, that's the objectivity. Mauler, you're always right. And even when you're wrong, you're kind of right. And, they sound alike anyway, guys. Okay? I mean, I get it. It's like they have a financial interest in hating Disney Star Wars sequels and whatever, but they'll just make up anything. It's like, you know why it's so bad? Because Jaku has a desert. Okay? Waiting for a reason why it's bad. It has a desert. It's Tatooines. That's bad. And you're like, what are you babbling about? Listen, if you can't really understand Star Wars, that's fine. Leave it to the real experts like myself. But stop pretending you know what the hell you're talking about. Clearly you don't. You're just a bunch of babbling fools. I mean, really? Oh, Octu, Jaku, Mustafar, it's all the same, really, guys. Okay, so why are you complaining about it? I don't know. Bunch of morons.